So, sometimes on a Friday afternoon, you've had a bit of a busy week, and what you want is a fruity, doofty, tiki weeky, delicious slurp on something fruity. And luckily, someone made a request for me to make something which is very much a tiki drink. It's called the Jungle Bird, and that's what we're going to make today. It's interesting because it's not really what you would think of as one of the super fruity ones, because it has an extra slightly bitter ingredient which we're going to come to in just a second. But I love the idea that it's called a jungle bird. I spent some time in the Amazon, in the rainforest, and I really loved being there. I like seeing the giant anteaters and the sloths and the pink dolphins and all that kind of amazing stuff that hasn't yet been destroyed by deforestation and our insatiable lust for beef and other arable land, which is a bit of a tragedy. But one of the other things I really did like seeing there were the scarlet macaws. When I was in the jungle in Peru, I saw a few of those, and they're just amazing. I mean, I like pink flamingos. You can see them on my shirt here. But seriously, the scarlet macaws are wonderful. So thinking about those, I'm going to get on and make this drink. It's a rum-based drink, no surprise there really. You have to use dark rum though, and I am using my favourite dark rum, which is Cruisin' Blackstrap. And it calls for 1.5 ounces of that deliciousness. Like so. And then we're going to go straight to the slightly more bitter ingredient, one you wouldn't normally expect to see in a tiki drink, Campari. And now, I was just about to pour 3/4 ounce in there, but I made one of these earlier, and I'm going to be honest, it was a little more bitter. I liked it, but it was a little more bitter than I'm used to. So I'm instead going for 1/2 ounce of Campari. This should add, and I know it does, add a very nice reddish tone to the drink. I'm going to put 1/2 ounce in, and that is going to be similar amounts to the 1/2 ounce of lemon juice or lime juice, freshly squeezed, maybe not, my usual one, which is not. And to balance out both those sort of, the sharp, bitter taste of those, let's put in 1/2 ounce of sugar syrup. The recipe I saw also called for demerara syrup instead of just regular simple syrup. I think that would be quite delicious and would add an extra sort of earthiness to the whole thing. But we do need a touch more sweet in there. So we're going to put in some more not freshly squeezed pineapple juice as well. 1.5 ounces goes into the shake, or at least most of it did. And we'll give that a shake to mix it all up. And make it cold, I suppose. And that will probably be enough actually for a good enough mix, given that we're going to strain it into, here I'm using a hurricane glass already filled with ice. Pour that in. It's a kind of browny, pink, slightly pinky brown colour. It looks very nice. And we'll pour that in like so. And then we get the interesting stuff. I'm not going to put a pink flamingo on it. I mean, I do have one. I was going to use one of these pink flamingo picks, but I didn't. I changed my mind. And we're going to make a bird's plumage to go on it. And this was really a little bit tricky. It's going to take a wedge of pineapple, which I'm going to slice so I can put in there, and then you get 3 of the fronds there, and also a cocktail cherry, which I'm going to take out, and I'm going to spear that on a cocktail stick or something similar. This is a metal one, so this should work okay. And then I'm going to stab it through all of these pineapple fronds, and then stab it again through the pineapple. Push this all the way through. Oh my gosh, it's quite an operation. So you get a kind of plumage of a bird. I don't know if I've done that particularly well. Then I'm going to get my biodegradable paper straw, put it in there like so, and let's see what we've got. Well, that is a jungle boogie.